Hey everybody, this is my 1984 F250. It's an XL and it's got a 460 cube and a 3-speed automatic transmission. I'm really excited to bring this one, to bring a trailer. It's taken some time and I'll explain that in a second. But this is a really interesting truck. It's a 60,000 mile original. We bought this from a family up in the Washington area, and they bought it from the original owners, which were just a few streets down from them. It's a really straight truck. It's got a few nicks and scratches, but the metal on it is really straight. We'll get into the bed here. Bed's really clean. It's got a little hole there. I'm not sure what that's from, but the bed itself looks like it had a canopy on it at one time. It's got I think this is a 7-pin plug-in right there. And then going down this side too, you can just see how nice and straight that is. It's a really pretty truck, and the color combo is great. I love the dark red Ford lettering. Here's another tow plug-in, another 7-pin. Is that 7? 2, 4, 6. Yeah. And then we did, sorry I'm jumping around, we did the rear shocks, we did the front shocks. Got all new tires, and we refinished the wheels. And these are 235 85 16s. And the BFG is one of my favorite on this era truck. And then you can see just how nice the metal is. Well, maybe not. I'll get a little bit better light there. You'll see a couple things like this. You know, that's probably the worst of it. But just in general, I mean, you can see how nice the roof is. And then one thing that's really cool is we had the seat reupholstered, and when we did it, we found the build sheet underneath the seat, and you'll often find just pieces, and this was in really nice shape. So we got that, and then just in the glove box here, some original manuals. And then, of course, the standard issue Oregon map. But this is the original flooring. Everything in here is original except the fabric on the seat. You can just see how nice the dash is. There's not a crack in that thing. That's the original dash. Original door panels. No rust on the doors at all. There's no rust on the truck. You can see all the under cab or the under dash lighting is still working. I believe that's the original bumper, and that looks like it's never been touched. Then that's the original grille and headlights. So none of this was swapped out. This is all original. And then we did some paint work on this. When we got it, there was a sticker on the front of the hood here on the nose. And when we took the sticker off, there was some fading, and so we ended up having the hood painted and then blending this fender and the other side fender, passenger fender. Okay, so when I said finally to finally get this on to bring a trailer, we were a click away from submitting it a while ago, and then we started to hear a ticking in the top end of the engine on the passenger side. And so we ended up taking the engine out, and we found a broken piston ring on the passenger side. So we put all new bearings in it, we put new pistons in it, new piston rings, and then we put an entire gasket kit on it, so everything from the oil pan on up to the intake has a new gasket. And then while we had the engine out, we also did the water pump, and that gasket, of course. And then just normal stuff when we got the truck, we did the water pump gasket, or I'm sorry, the thermostat gasket and thermostat, distributor cap and rotor, spark plugs and wires. We did all 4 of the drive belts on this. This is an AC truck, and this AC is really, really cold. We topped it off, and it was already converted to 134A, which was really nice. A lot of times we got to do the conversions ourselves, and so this was kind of a treat. And then you can see a nice sticker. We were able to mask this off when we painted the engine, and it came out really nice. So, and then other just normal stuff: PCV valve, air filter, engine oil change, of course, with the new engine. Did that a couple times. We also did the power steering pump. You can see a new pump right there. Had a little leak in it when we got it. And let's see. Valve covers, of course. Valve cover gaskets, of course. Then we did the, we did the front shocks too, so the front and rear shocks. And then this might give you a better idea of the metal, so you can just see how nice the frame is, how nice the floor pans are. Just a really, really solid truck. We got nothing leaking on this thing now. Everything's nice and sealed. So it's a lot of fun. We also did a starter. It's got a new starter solenoid too. That was done before we got it, but we actually did the starter. And then there's paperwork from 55,000 miles, and this truck is not quite at 60, where the front pads and rotors were done, and the rear drum shoes, and hardware kit, and I think the wheel cylinder is also on the brakes. So stops great, drives great. Oh, and this engine too, we've got about 150 miles on this since the rebuild, and so we're really confident with it. We've had it on the freeway, we've had it around town, so it's really running great. It was a lot of care was put into the rebuild. We did it in-house here, and we took just some precautions doing it. So it took us a little while, but we got it done right, and we're finally, like I said, really happy to present this one to you guys. So I hope you like it, and we'll go for a drive. Thanks.